Hi everyone, welcome to the session of CMC, Cellular Mobile Communication. In this class, we will learn about the architecture of 3G cellular system. So, what is the architecture of 3G? What are the subblocks we have, and what are the interfaces we have, and what is uplink and what is downlink? So, these topics we will cover in this session. And in previous session, we have covered OFDM technique. That is one of the multiple access orthogonal frequency division multiple access. So what is FDM? What is FDMA? What is OFDMA? What is the difference between OFDM and OFDMA? So these topics we have already covered in previous session. So now we will see the architecture of 3G system. So here the 3G system is nothing but it is an UMTS system, that is Universal Mobile Telecommunication System. 3G is nothing but UMTS, that is Universal Mobile Telecommunication System. Okay, so UMTS in many aspects we look upon as an extension of GSM and GPRS. So it is an extension of GSM and GPRS in order to get the better reliability, in order to get some video calling, in order to get some better opportunities in the mobile cellular systems. We go for UMTS. So it is an extension of GSM and GPRS. The greatest changes are related to the access part of this network. So here the 3G UMTS or Universal Mobile Telecommunication System consists of two parts. 3G UMTS consists of two main parts. One part is user equipment. We can also call it as UE. One part is user equipment or UE, or we can also call it as our mobile system. In GSM, we can also call it as mobile station. Mobile station consists of mobile equipment and SIM. Okay, subscriber identity model. So this topic we have already covered. So user equipment means UE and it is related to the mobile station in GSM, or we can also call it as our mobile phone. Okay, and next second one is UMTS. UMTS or second one is UTRAN. UTRAN is UMTS terrestrial radio access network. First one is UE, that is user equipment, and second one is UTRAN. UTRAN is UMTS terrestrial radio access network. Okay, so UE is nothing but mobile phone, our mobile phone, and UTRAN is the base station and network intelligence. So we know in GSM we have base station. So base station and some network. So here also UTRAN is the combination of base station, that is the site, and the network intelligence. The combination of base station and network intelligence, we can call it as UTRAN. Okay, so these are the two components we have in 3G cellular system. So the UTRAN or UMTS terrestrial radio network consists of base stations and base station controllers. UTRAN consists of base stations and base station controllers. In GSM also we have base stations and base station controllers, that is BSC and BS. So here also we have base stations and base station controllers. So these two, that is the combination of base station and base station controller, we can call it as UMTS terrestrial radio network or UTRE. Okay. So the base stations are called node Bs. Here the base stations are called node Bs. Node B is nothing but base station. Say node B can support FDD mode and TDD mode or dual mode operation. So here we have base station and base station controller. In UTRAN network, we have base station and base station controller. Base stations can also be called as node B. Okay, so node B can support FDD mode, that is frequency division and duplexing, TDD mode, that is time division and duplexing, or dual mode operations. And several base stations are managed by the radio network controller. Here we have more number of base stations, and the base stations are controlled by the RNC network, that is radio network controller. The RNC is responsible for handover decisions, that is handoff decisions is made at RNC. So that requires signaling to the UE, that is mobile. So here we have the figure, just go to the figure. So here we have RNC and this is RNS. RNS is radio network system or UTRAN. UTRAN consists of base stations and UTRN consists of base stations and base station controllers. UTRN means RNS. We can also call it as RNS. That is radio network system. Okay. So radio network system consists of base stations, that is node Bs, and radio network controller. Okay. So that is the point here. And next, coming to the interfaces. So we have three types of interfaces. There are several interfaces that are defined for the UTRN elements. We are defining three types of interfaces. First one is IU interface. It connects the UTRN to the core network. First one is IU interface. This is the interface between the core network and RNC. So mainly the UMTS consists of two elements. One is UE, another one is UTRN. UE means mobile phone. UTRN means it is the combination of base stations and base station controllers. Okay, that means UTRN can also be called as RNS. So in RNS we have two types of that is we have base stations and radio network controllers or base station controllers. Okay. So we have three types of interfaces here in order to connect these systems. First one is IU, second one is IUB, next one is IUR. So first one is IU. So IU is the interface which connects between the core network and RNC. So IU is the interface connects UTRN. UTRN means RNS, and it is connected to the core network. Okay. And second interface is IUB. So IUB connects the node B and the RNC within the UTRN. So node B connects, IUB connects node B and RNC. IUB connects node B, that is base station, and base station controller, that is RNC. So this is second type of interface. Okay. And although when it was launched, a standardization of the interface between the controller and the base station in the UTRN was revolutionary. So at the starting of launching of these interfaces, it becomes revolutionary. The aim was to stimulate the competition between the suppliers. So here the main aim is, in order to stimulate the competition between the suppliers allowing opportunities like some manufacturers who might concentrate just on base stations rather than the controller and other network entities. So that means, so here this is the interface which was developed in order to stimulate the competition between the suppliers and give some more opportunities to manufacturers. So this is the point here. And next, IUR. This is the third type of interface. So IUR interface allows the communication between the different RNCs within the UTR. So here IUR is the interface between different RNCs. It is the connection or the interface between different RNCs. Okay. So here IU is the interface between core network and RNCs, and IUB is the interface between the RNC and base station, and IUR, R represents RNC. So that is IUR is the interface between the RNCs. Okay. So here the IUR interface. This is the interface between the RNC or within the UTRN. That is the interface between two RNCs. So the Open IUR interface enables capabilities like soft handover to occur, as well as helping to stimulate the competition between the equipment manufacturers. So here the main aim of this interface is in order to give the soft handover, and in order to help the stimulation of competition between the equipment manufacturers. So this one is used to stimulate the competition between the suppliers, and this one is used to stimulate the competition between different that is equipment manufacturers. Okay. So that is the interface part. We have mainly three types of interfaces. We can also call it as RNS interfaces. Okay. So next one is UTRA downlink and up. So when looking at the radio interface and its associated properties, it is necessary to define the directions in which the transmissions are occurring. So when we go for the radio interface, it is mandatory or it is necessary to define the direction of transmission. That means in which direction we are transmitting. So that is necessary and that should be mandatory to define. Okay. So being a full duplex system, that is transmitting simultaneously in both directions. If you take full duplex system, what is meant by full duplexing? Full duplexing means transmission occurs in both the directions. Half duplex means transmission occurs in only one direction. Okay. So if we take some full duplex system, the transmitting simultaneously occurs in both the directions. So it is necessary to be able to define which directions is which. So that means if you take full duplex system, transmission occurs in both the directions. So that's why it is mandatory to define in which direction the transmission is occurring. Okay. So first let us take downlink. So downlink is, this may also sometimes be known as forward link. Downlink can also be called as forward link in sometimes. So, and it is the link from node B or base station to the user equipment. So it is the link from node B. Node B means base station. So node B or base station to the user equipment. User equipment means our mobile. So the link between the mobile, that is base station to the mobile unit, is called downlink, and it is also be called as forward link. And second one is uplink. And sometimes uplink can also be called as reverse link. The other name for uplink is reverse link. So it is the link from user equipment to the base station. Uplink is the link between the user equipment or mobile phone to the base station. So that means downlink is the transmission direction from base station to the equipment. So that means whenever the base station sends some information to the mobile phone, then it uses some downlink or forward link. And uplink means it is also called as reverse link. That means whenever we are sending some info, we want to send some information to the base station, then we are using this uplink or reverse link. Okay. So these are the two links we have. So this is uplink and this is down. Uplink is the link from cell site or base station to the mobile unit or our mobile phone. Downlink. So downlink is the link between the mobile base station and the mobile unit, and uplink is the link between the mobile phone and the base station. Okay. So the terms uplink and downlink are the terms used in UMTS. So in UMTS we are calling it as uplink and downlink. In other cases we can call it as forward link and reverse link. Okay. So especially in Europe we are calling it as uplink and downlink. And in North America, we are calling it as forward link and reverse link for CDMA 2000 technologies. Okay. So whatever may be the name, so the process is same. Okay. So downlink is from base station to mobile. Okay. We can also call it as forward link. And uplink is mobile unit to base station. We can also call it as reverse link. Okay. So next, frequency division and time division duplex. So here, in view of the fact that transmissions have to be made in both the directions, we know we are using some full duplex method. So in both uplink and downlink, we are transmitting the data. Okay, so that means the base station can send the information to the mobile unit, or the mobile unit can send the information to the base station. So that means the transmission occurs in both the directions. Okay, so in this case, it is necessary to organize the way these transmissions are made. So we have to organize the transmission in this case. So in the full duplex operation, we have to organize the way the transmissions occurs. Okay, so that's why we are following two techniques. So two techniques are used to ensure the concurrent or near concurrent transmissions in both the directions. So in order to organize the transmissions in both the directions, we are using two techniques here. One is frequency division duplexing. Second one is time division duplex. Okay. So here we are transmitting the data in both the directions. But if you transmitting the data in both the directions, the organization should be made in the transmission. Okay. So that's why you are following two types of that is two techniques. One is frequency division duplexing. Second one is time division duplexing. So first one is ultra FD, sorry, UTRA FD. UTRA FDD. FDD means frequency division duplex. Okay, so the frequency division duplexing version of UTRA uses a scheme whereby transmissions in the uplink and downlink occur on different frequencies. So that means in full duplex operation, if you use some UTRA FDD method or technique, in this technique, the uplink and downlink occur on different frequencies. That means uplink occur in one frequency and downlink occur in another frequency. Means the base station transmits the data to the mobile phone on one frequency and the mobile phone transmits the data to the base station on another frequency. So that is UTRA FD. That is the first method. So although this requires double the bandwidth to accommodate the two transmissions and filters to prevent the transmitted signal from interfering with the receiver. So here, if you are using two frequencies for both uplink and downlink, it requires double the bandwidth. So the bandwidth is double here. Even though the bandwidth is double, it maintains some filters to prevent the transmitted signal from interference. So in order to avoid the interference, it maintains some filtering method, it maintains some filters, and it transmits the data in both the directions by using two different frequencies. Okay. So here we are using some effective filters. So effective filters are used in this method. Okay. Next, second method is UTRA TDD. So UTRA TDD is this. TDD means time division duplex. Okay. So if you are transmitting the data in uplink and downlink by the use of UTRA TDD or by the use of this technique, the time division version of UTRA uses uplink and downlink transmissions that use the same frequency but are timed to occur at different intervals. So that means if it uses this technique, that means uplink and downlink transmissions occurs at the same frequency, but they are timed to different intervals. In UTRA FDD, uplink uses one frequency and downlink uses another frequency. But in UTRA TDD, uplink and downlink transmissions uses one frequency, but the transmissions occur in different intervals. That is the point here. Okay. So that is it. Uplink, that is base station, transmits the information to the mobile unit, and a mobile unit transmits the data to the base station using same frequency, but the transmission occurs in different time intervals. That is, base station transmits at one time slot and mobile unit transmits the data in another time slot. Okay. So that is about UTRA TDD. Okay. So these are the two methods we are using in order to transmit the data. Or if you are using some uplink and downlink process, or if you are using some full duplex method, then the UTRA or the 3G system uses these two types of techniques. Okay. So that is about frequency division duplexing and time division duplex. Okay. So thank you.